Hi dears, good morning to all. Standard 5th, Subject Science, Term 2. Unit 3, Plants. Topic, Life Cycle of a Flowering Plants. Session 11. Children, in last class, we studied about reproduction in plants. Shall we revise the previous topic? Are you ready? Okay, cuties. What is reproduction in plants? Yes, very good. Reproduction is the process by which new plants of the same species are produced. Okay, next, say some important part of the flower. Yes, sepals, petals, androecium, gynoecium. Okay, cuties. Next, what is pollination? Yes, very good. The transfer of pollen grains from the anther to stigma of a flower is called pollination. Okay, cuties. Next, what is fertilization? Yes, the process of fusion of male pollen grains and female stigma gametes is called fertilization. Okay, cuties. Next, how the seed is formed? Yes, very good. After fertilization, the ovary grows into a fruit and other parts of the flower fall off. The seeds develop from the ovules. Okay, cuties. Today we are going to study about life cycle of a flowering plants. The major stages of the flowering plants are germination of seed, growth, flowering, reproduction, seed formation and seed spreading. Every seed has minute plant called embryo. Under favorable conditions like sunlight, water, soil, embryo grows into a new plant. This new plant bears fruits with seeds and multiples. This cycle continues forming the life cycle of flowering plants. Children, next we study about dispersal of seeds. Spreading of seeds from one place to another with the help of agents like air, water, animals and birds is known as dispersal of seeds. A single plant produces a large number of seeds. If all these seeds fall directly below the parent plant, the seedling would have to compete for space, water, oxygen, minerals and sunlight. When the seedlings are grouped together in one place, they can easily be destroyed by grazing animals. So, by nature, the seeds and fruits of plants are distributed and wide through various agencies. First one is dispersal by wind, animalcury. The seeds, which are smaller, lighter and tiny, float in air over long distance. Some of them proceed with hairs and membranous wings-like structures, and so they are carried away easily. Example, cottonseed, drumstick. Next, dispersal by water, hydrogary. Fruits which are dispersed by water have outer coats modified to enabled them to float. The mesocarp middle layer of coconut is fibrous and it's easily away by water. They reach different places and grow into a new plant. Example, lotus, coconut. Next, dispersal by animals. Zoochory. Some fruits have hooks, spines, bristles, stiff hair, etc. on their outer coat. These fruits stick on the furry coats or skins of some animals and are carried from one place to another. Example, Xanthium acaranthus. Next, dispersal by birds. While eating fruits like tomato and guava, birds eat seeds along with the edible portion and they are passed out in the excrete later. These types of seeds are protected from the digestive juices by their seed coat. Next, self-dispersal method, autogory. Some fruits disperse their seeds in the wind through an explosive mechanism and spread them. Example, lady's finger, balsam. Okay cuties, next we study about germination of seeds. The seed is a fertilized ovule. It consists of embryo, food materials which are protected by the seed coat. During favorable conditions, the seed germinates and gives rise to a new seedling. During the early stages of germination, the seedlings get the food required for its growth from the cotyledons. After the food stored in the cotyledons has been used up, the seedling gets it from the soil. The seedling absorbs water and nutrients from the soil with the help of its roots. It develops leaves and grows into a plant. Okay cuties, I hope you understand this topic well. Today's homework. Draw the picture of germination of seeds. Thank you all.